Howdy y'all. So one of the weirder things I actually collect from Sony are their Dream Machines. Now as a Sony product, I don't feel like you have a lot of people collecting these just because, well, they're alarm clocks. Granted, they're radio alarm clocks, so you can like adjust like the dial and stuff and, you know, wake up to music, but you know, people don't really use alarm clocks like this anymore. They just use their phone. And these are just two of some of the ones that I have. In one of my earlier videos, I was showing off how I have a Dream Machine that is also a CD player and has an iPod dock. This is actually the one that got me into collecting these, but I don't know, there's something cool about just seeing Sony and Dream Machine. But as you can probably tell, this thing didn't originally used to be, well, yellow. Actually, you can kind of see the difference between the color here and the color here. This one doesn't really need retrobrighting. I mean, the buttons could probably use it. So today I think I'm gonna go actually and take these things apart, give them a little bit of clean, and then try out this Retrobright box I've built a while back that I still haven't used yet. For those that are unaware, retrobrighting is the process of taking a piece of plastic that is yellowed and trying to return it to its original color. In the case of this one, it's beige, and for something like this Dream Machine, it's more of a white. I've gone and I built a box here that's covered with a bunch of UV LEDs, and it has a little container on the inside. The container on the inside is going to be what houses the Dream Machine. I'm then going to fill it up with hydrogen peroxide, turn the LEDs on, and then leave it in this kind of state for several hours. The hydrogen peroxide combined with the UV lights is going to help return it to its original colors. But first, I need to get this thing disassembled. I imagine Sony didn't want me taking this thing apart, but I don't really care. Now, any stickers that are on this are going to have to come off, and I'm also not going to be dipping these wires in hydrogen peroxide or any of the other electronics. It's only going to be the plastic. Oh, those are big bolts. There's a lot of components in this. This must be the part that goes and changes the station dial. Yep. It uses a 9-volt battery in order to keep the time if the power gets disconnected. Yeah, I got some of the grease on my fingers. Yeah. Ooh, that is... Ugh, that's dusty. Okay, I guess it is a good thing I opened this thing up. Oh, there might be some adhesive on this I'm gonna have to remove for the speaker. Yeah, sure, I'll just dump all those parts out. Okay, radio antenna. Ooh, yeah, I need to figure out something about the adhesive on this thing. The adhesive is so old, I can just do this. I forgot I had some plastic scrapers. This one should be perfect. And it comes out. Perfect. And the speaker looks fine. I didn't damage it at all. At least I hope so. It feels dusty though. I might need to dust that out. Anyway, here's all the electronics. And here's the plastic. All right, and I'll go give this stuff a clean off camera because I don't want to try to get water over here again. But I'll be right back. Forgot I also had to remove this part from this part so I could actually, you know, get in there. But when taking one of the stickers off, man, this thing was a lot wider than it is now. Hopefully we can get it back to that color, but that's gonna be our reference. Oh, I fixed a screwdriver, can't get in there, so different screwdriver. Come on, Sony. Come on, part. Give me your treasures. Wait, are there screws under here? No, no. Oh, I'll give it back. Oh no, you can see the guitar pick in there now. So now if I try to tune, oh, I can't tune it anymore. This feels correct. This also feels wrong. Oh wait, no, this might be correct. Oh, I just absolutely broke that piece of plastic. Oh. I got this back. Come on, man, you're so close. Just gimme. Buddy, what are you still attached to? Ah, ooh, that sounded good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I can actually properly remove these screws here. Ooh, these were long ones too. Just got some more adhesive here to remove off the speaker. Doesn't really need the adhesive because of these like clips it has to slide in, but it's probably just to like, you know, make sure it doesn't really jostle itself around that much. And there we go, all the guts out there, and we have the plastic shells. Well, might as well clean and retrobright this too. Sticker tan line on this one is not as bad, but could still probably benefit from it. I got the clocks disassembled and cleaned up with warm soapy water, so now it is time to go and put the hydrogen peroxide in them. Well, this is gonna be my first test with the retrobrighting, so I have this clear container. I'm gonna put the pieces in here. Got a couple of extra ones right there. And I'll hold some of them down with the stainless steel bolts so they don't float away. And I got my hydrogen peroxide right here. So we're just gonna fill this thing up so the entire thing is covered in hydrogen peroxide, and then we're gonna go put it inside the little chamber that I made. And after setting it in for some time, this is the results. So I kind of treated both of these separately. First I did this one, and I had these sit in the tub for about 24 hours. And while it did get rid of a lot of the yellow, it isn't 100% gone. The color is a lot closer to the original. You can barely see the rectangle right there, but it still kind of does have that tinge. I probably should have put this in for about 48 to 72 hours, which is what I did with this one. This one I left in between, I think like 48 and 72 hours, and it was actually also directly after I did this one. Part of me wondered if after the process of retrobrighting, if you can reuse the hydrogen peroxide. And while I still don't know the long-term aspect of it, if you use some directly after it, it looks like it doesn't really affect it that much. In fact, I think this one actually came out better than the other one. But it could have been because I left this one in longer. That, and there were certain points when this would float to the top and kind of peak out a little bit, so it had to be readjusted and probably wasn't getting completely soaked. Also, if you are going to do this, make sure to wear gloves. I wasn't initially, and I did chemical burn myself a little bit. It wasn't too bad, but I absolutely should have been wearing gloves. After that first encounter, every time I was having to move stuff around and deal with it, I was wearing gloves. But now it's time for this to be reassembled. And there we go. They also work too. But that's going to be it for now. So long, y'all.